Hello and welcome along to the latest edition of Greyhound Gold. David Short and Brett Honey with you. How do you do, Brett?
G'day, Shorty. Going well. Just over a week away from the Sandgroper. Very excited for that and really looking forward to the Good Friday card at Cannington this Friday. Normally at a Mandurah, but it might be a welcome distraction for the football. For me, Shorty, so with the Blues going around there, but really looking forward to the Good Friday Cup. Really good field, and the Lou Dorsa finals, an absolute pearler there on Saturday night.
Two cracking meetings, both Good Friday and Easter Saturday, to get our teeth into. Before we do that, though, let's go back to the heats of the Lou Dorsa Memorial last Saturday night there at Cannington. And Perth Cup winner Elite Machine engaged here, zooms out to the top from box number 2. Amplified up on the inside, sitting second, and Power of Molly, who told Tough sort of into third and fourth down the back. And have a look at Elite Machine stretching out, really starts to open them up. Amplified sticking on well, so too does Who Told Tough, but Elite Machine living up to its name, flies along and bolts in by 4 3/4 lengths. Amplified runner-up, Who Told Tough finishes back in third, 5:39, 18, 19 and 29 and 41. Hot work from this very talented speedster Elite Machine. Well done to Jamie Marsh and Daniel Williams. Good luck for the final and of course the week after, where it's one of the key prospects as we aim up at the inaugural running of the Sandgroper.
He just looks faster than him at the moment, Shorty, and that mid-race burn that he has got, it's very, very impressive. We saw that through the Perth Cup series, replicated there with a clear run to the first turn on Saturday night. Box 7 doesn't look a problem in the final, I don't think, Shorty. We'll be hearing a little bit more about that particular greyhound a little bit further on in this program, but yeah, he's absolutely flying for Jamie Marsh, and he looks our leading contender from a WA point of view in the Sandgroper.
Yeah, also good news hearing that Throttle's doing some pretty good stuff at the trials as well, so it'd be great to have that dog back as well. It's shaping up as being a spectacular affair, is the Sandgroper. Let's get into finding you some winners though for your Easter break. Kicking things off there, the Good Friday program. I want to make the best early in the card race. Number 2, Supersonic Speed. A bit of a mouthful. One here last start in 21.87 when showing really good early pace. Something like that again would see it pretty hard to hold out. Looks to be a dog that's got a few of the cheaper races to pick up pretty quickly on the way through, I would have thought. So race 2, number 2, Supersonic Speed. And a bit deeper into the card, race 8, number 2, Vanda Violet. This chase had 14 starts, track and trip, 4 wins, 5 placings, and 6 starts from this draw for 2 wins and 3 placings. So all the stats read up really well. The dog's been chasing particularly well at a little bit of each way odds. I'm happy enough to have something on an each way basis. Slight drop in grade should help this dog as well. So race 8, number 2, Vanda Violet, my value play there for Good Friday. Are you attacking it, Brett?
Yeah, we'll be taking care of business nice and early, Shorty. Race 1, number 7, Jumpy Keeping for me. I'm actually tipping here a double for Lewis Clay, Mr. Friday Night himself. I think he can get off to a flyer here. Jumpy Keeping did win a similar-ish race from box 6 over the 302 at Mandurah, going back a number of starts. And last week had box 8 here at Cannington over 275. I thought handled himself pretty well, went 16-15. I thought that kind of performance would get the cash here. It didn't look to be an overly deep race, not a great deal of speed drawn in the middle. Thought Jumpy Keeping could get over and give a good account of himself there. So race 1, number 7, Jumpy Keeping, the best bet for a bit of value. Race 8, number 1, Off the Green, in the same race as Vanda Violet. Vanda Violet's got a lot of early speed and does want to get up the track as well. And I just thought that presented a beautiful run here for Off the Green. I couldn't find a clear leader in this race, so I just thought if Off the Green can use box 1, get there. It's a dog that's quite strong to the line. Certainly think Off the Green can be running a good race there. Not sure what kind of price you're going to get, but I definitely think it's in with a huge show there in the 8th. So race 8, number 1, Off the Green to go. Race 1, number 7, Jumpy Keeping. Hopefully Lewis Clay has a good night.
Switching on to the Saturday night action, best bet for me comes up race 3, number 2, Jimmy's Decision. Placed 3 of his last 4 in tougher races, of course. Runner-up in a Perth Cup heat, continues to race in grand style. Jimmy's
Very
love
consistent.
it when he draws down near the inside. This just looks to be a really nice assignment for him, mate. Look, it might not be right there early doors, but they're going to have to be pretty good to hold him out late. He'll be absolutely pelting home. I think he'll be all over the top of them over the concluding stages. Race 3, number 2, Jimmy's Decision, my best bet on the card. And then race 8, number 1, Rip and Grace. You can sort of make it a next best. I don't think it's going to be quite each way odds, but has got a really good record. Yet to miss a hole off box number 1. Just a couple of key chances to roll it. Spin the Bottle, who's been excellent its last 2 wins, and also Chloe Ant, who crossed from the wide draw last time out. If he could do that again, it'd be one of the key players. So I'm playing around with Spin the Bottle, Chloe Ant, but Rip and Grace is the good dog to sort of build around to run first or second in this race. I think a little bit of luck it can win. If not, it can certainly be pelting to the line and finish second behind one of those two other dogs. That's how I'll be playing it there on Saturday night, race 8 with Rip and Grace.
Yeah, and the rail's absolutely key for her as well, so she's drawn to get every possible chance there on Saturday night. My best bet, race 4, number 7, Elite Machine. I just think he gets over from box 7. I thought Chrome Manelli can cross Electrified and Amplified, and I thought Electrified and Amplified would box the wrong side of each other. We do know that Amplified likes to get to the rail and quickly, so I thought Elite Machine could come over with Chrome Manelli. Looking at their run homes, Elite Machine looks the stronger dog. They run very similar middle sections there, so it'll certainly be a sight to see if those two are squaring off up the back. They'll be going very quick time, but Elite Machine, I think this dog's starting to mature a bit as well, and the way he handled himself in the Perth Cup was very good. I thought $2.90 was a great price there with Tab Touch. So race 4, number 7, Elite Machine. For a bit of value, it's more of a next best short. I really struggled to find anything at each way odds here on Saturday night, but I thought race 3, number 2, Jimmy's Decision. I'm teaming up with you. This looks a lot easier than recent assignments, and whilst I have preferred this dog maybe in smaller fields or with a bit of room to operate, I do note that 4 starts to go from box 3, so a similar draw. Ran 29.94 behind Electrified, who is one of our top dogs in here in WA. 29.94 will be winning this race, I would have thought. So we can lob those two as a best and next best there. So race 3, number 2, Jimmy's Decision for Paul Stewart. Race 4, number 7, Elite Machine for Jamie Marsh. Really good card here Saturday night. Shorty, the city racing in the last month or so, it's just been phenomenal, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, first class, and it's set to continue on this weekend throughout the course of the Easter weekend, and then next Friday night for the Sandgroper. Expect a huge crowd here on track. Sure. It's going to be a spectacular occasion, the inaugural running of our slot race at the Sandgroper. There we have it. That's our Greyhound Gold done for another week, Brett. Wishing yourself and all of our viewers a happy and safe Easter. Not too many eggs though, Brett.
No, I'll try my best, Shorty. I'll be down in Kalgoorlie with Mum and Dad, so looking forward to that. So yeah, happy Easter to our listeners, and make sure you tune in next Thursday though for another big edition of Greyhound Gold.